What's up there, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to be playing some VGC 2018 on Road to Regionals. We're going to continue using our not-so-good team, and this not-so-good team actually was doing pretty well up until the previous episode, but it wasn't the team's fault, it was my fault for making suboptimal plays and not going with my gut. So hopefully we can learn from those experiences and go with our gut in this video. Let's change the music up a little bit because I actually don't think I changed the music at all in the previous video because I was just like so interested in talking more than actually playing. So, Bigslim! We're going to be playing against Bigslim. Bigslim is, his real name is Abdul. He is actually the founder of the Mount Silver Discord, and I'll leave the link to the Discord and our YouTube channel down below. I'm a moderator in that. He's a really, really great guy. We hold tournaments every single weekend if anyone's interested in that. He should know exactly who he's playing against because my in-game name right here is my username in the server. So, and I hope this is the Bigslim, and he's from Virginia, which is pretty close to me, and he goes to all of my tournaments. So, Abdul, good luck to you, buddy. He's going to be running a QR code team. So the Kangaskhan, the Scrafty, Milotic, Zapdos, Bulu, and the Charizard. Okay, so this does not look like a Charizard Y team whatsoever. So I'm suspecting Charizard X, which I can actually go for high horsepowers into that. I lead with my Mimic. I think he was going to lead the Kangaskhan, probably with the Scrafty as well. So I'm going to go Staraptor. I'm going to go Aromatisse right here. Bait the fake out from the Scrafty into that. I need to get up a Trick Room right here. Definitely going to bring the Tapu Bulu in the back, and I'm going to bring the Snorlax too. I think these are really for Bigslim's. He knows what's up. He knows what T-shirt to pick. The best T-shirt. The Alone Executor T-shirt in the game. And this is definitely Bigslim because that's like the same character he used in Sun and Moon. Milotic Charizard. Okay, I was not anticipating this. Oh! I'm giving him competitive boost. Well then. And I'm not sure if Milotic actually has a higher HP stat than Staraptor. So we're actually going to go ahead and check this out. Milotic, Serby, sorry Bigslim, I'm going to go ahead and be cheeky right here and look up your Milotic's stats. And Milotic actually has what looks like a little bit higher of a stat. But does he protect the Milotic, anticipating a Final Gambit into it? He's a really good player. He knows what Final Gambit does. He could switch into the Kangaskhan as well. If anything, the Kangaskhan is going to be switching into the Charizard slot. So I'm going to go for a U-turn right here, and then I'm going to go for a Trick Room. Because the Charizard's probably going into the Kangaskhan. No, the Scrafty. Okay. What does the Milotic do? Because it's not going to be able to take out my Aromatisse. Great, Milotic protects from the Final Gambit. So we're going to be able to get a free switch in right here. I preserve my Staraptor for late game. I bring in my Snorlax right here, although he can go for a fake out. And then he can go for... because an Earth Power Moonblast won't be able to take the Milotic either. And if I bring in my Snorlax, he can go for the double up into the Snorlax. It's a good switch in. It's a good switch in. I'm running down on Climber. I'm just going to bring in a Snorlax right here. I don't want to risk bringing my Camerupt. If I brought my Camerupt in, I did have the availability to go for a Protect. Setting up the Trick Room right here. It's going to go for the double up into the Snorlax. So I feel like I want to do this play right here. Go for the Recycle if he doesn't go for the Fake Out, and I'm going to go for a Moonblast right here. Milotic is definitely going for a Scald into the Snorlax. It'll probably do right above half. He could go for, I was going to say, ooh, okay. So maybe he read into that. Because I could have gone for a belly drum right there. And he gets the burn, of course. So, wow. Huh. Alright, so what's my play right here? I could have just went for a belly drum. Bit of a risky play, but probably didn't want to lose a Scrafty. I don't think the Moonblast was going to take out the Scrafty. So if you went for a fake out into the Aromatisse, I feel like the Scrafty isn't Assault Vest. So what do I do right here? I think I go for a belly drum right here. I don't think a double up into the Snorlax would be able to take me out. And I'm gonna go for a Heal Pulse. I need to get off a belly drum. I could have went for a belly drum the previous turn, but I was anticipating a double up into the Snorlax, and I was anticipating the Skull at +2 to do more damage than that. So let's hope, because he's not going into the Aromatisse. Let's hope this double up into the Snorlax will not be able to take me out, and then I can go for a return the following turn into the Milotic Drain Punch. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be close, because that did more damage again. I'm not familiar with these damage calculations from these Pokemon. No, into the Aromatisse. Great. And again, it gets the burn. So is Skull's burn rate 30% or is it 100%? I am a little confused by it. Slightly confused by it. The return into the Milotic is really obvious right here. So what I think I'm going to do right here is Trick Room turns. Scrafty doesn't typically carry Protect. I'm going to go for the return into the Scrafty. He could very well read into that and not go for a Protect with the Milotic, and in which he is doing. So really good play on his part. So the return's going to go into the Scrafty. This might not even be able to take out the Scrafty because I am burnt, unfortunately. Yeah. Alright, so the burn's definitely not working out for me right now. And he's going to go for the Skull, probably into the Aromatisse. Ah, into the Snorlax, okay. What do I do now? This is the last turn of... I'm going to recycle, get my health back, because the Milotic... I think the Milotic protects right here. It has to, right? I have to do damage to the Milotic. Not confident that the Moonblast will be able to take out the Scrafty either. It's got me in a tricky position. Let's see. So, Assault Vest, Scrafty, let's see how much this Moonblast will do. I don't think it'll take it out, so the return was probably the better play. But at least I'll be able to heal up. Oh, it does. Okay. Was that a critical hit? No, it's probably not Assault Vest Scrafty then. Which begs the question, what item does it have on it? So the next turn, I can also get up Trick, because the burn should be able to proc by Berry right here, unless he goes for the Scald into the Aromatisse right here. No, it goes into the Snorlax, so let's see what roll he gets. He gets what looks like low roll. This should be able to proc my Berry. Yep. But can he take me out with the Scald now? Dimensions go back to normal. So who does he bring in right here? Giving the Milotic a +2 is really, really annoying. Pretty annoying. So all he has to do is go for the Scald into the Snorlax, into the Flash Cannon, and the Aromatisse. So I'll call you on that, and I'll go for a return into that. No, I think I'm going to go for high horsepower into this right here. And then he's definitely going for a Flash Cannon into this. And what I'll do is I'll go into the camera up right here. I get a free switch in into my Staraptor. And then I can go for a Final Gambit into the Milotic. Let's see if this does work out. If he goes for the Scald into the Icy Wind. Will this be able to take out my Snorlax? I don't think it will. No. Gets a critical hit on the camera up. Oh, of course. Getting really unfortunate in this battle right here. 2 burns and a... So does he go for the flash cannon into the Camerupt? It looks like he does! Do we get the high horsepower off into Blade Form Aegislash? Hit. Please hit. Great. Now I can bring in my Staraptor. Oh, whew. Now I get the free switch in. And he has the Charizard in the back, right? Yeah. Alright. That's just so much damage onto the camera up though. That's ridiculous, dude. Oh my goodness. I could have just let my Aromatisse go down right. Well, went for the Icy Wind. He would have knocked out my Aromatisse. I would have went for the high horsepower into the Aegislash, and then I would have been able to get a free switch into my Camerupt and my. Yeah, I think that was the better play. He has to protect the Milotic right here. Yeah, he has to protect the Milotic. My only play is to go for a final gambit into that. And then I'm going to Mega Evolve. There's no way. This is Charizard X. I called it. At least I called that. So Charizard, he has to protect the Milotic. I can't say it enough. If he doesn't protect the Milotic, we get a final gambit off into that, take that out, and then if he goes, well, then he's still going to be attacking into the cameras. So I don't think I win this game right here, and the Milotic protects. So what does he go for? Yeah, he's going to go into the... What? Was this a choke? Was this a choke, Abdul? Will the Earth Power actually take the Charizard X out? Oh my goodness! Oh goodness. Now do I go for the Brave Bird? Oh, I can't. I have to go for the final gambit. I have to hope that Milotic isn't max HP, because it should survive on like 3 HP. Oh no! And it's Barry to make matters worse, and he's just gonna go for a Scold. Good game, Abdul. That is so silly. If I didn't get burnt with my Snorlax, I'd just outright win that game. Oh my goodness. I have the Aromatisse! But still, he's at, what, plus freaking 4? Oh man, I shouldn't have went for the final gambit. I should have went for, yeah, the Brave Bird. I could have switched out my... I didn't know I had the Aromatisse in the back. I could have switched out my Staraptor. What does the Trick Room really do for me? I have to go for the Moonblast crit. Yeah, I think plus 4 Skull takes me out. Yeah, giving him the plus 4 didn't help me, and the crit. I don't think the crit mattered. Giving him plus 4 didn't help me. And I have to say, good game to him. I'll do it after this video. So I definitely could have played that better. I didn't know I had the Aromatisse in the back, so I could have switched out my Staraptor right there into the Aromatisse, and then he takes out my Camerupt, and I get a free switch into the Aromatisse, and I go for a Brave Bird and Moonblast. He has to pick which one he wants to take out, and then I get still a lot of chip into it. But yeah, of course getting the burn of the Snorlax didn't help. Me not knowing that I had Aromatisse in the back didn't help. So that was a pretty easy game to win right there. Just not paying attention as to the options I had available to me, like the resources that I had available to me, which was the Aromatisse in the back, and the burn onto the Snorlax, which is very annoying. Another Delamise. Is this a new thing here? Delmai's with Bloom Doom actually Okos is Feeny, so I mean it's a good call. Steelworker, they can go for Iron Heads into the Lele's as well. It's Ally Switch, Telekinesis for the Stack Attacka. This is our Turkle. This is the first time I'm seeing a Torkoal. It's a really interesting team. Really, really interesting team. Under Trick Room, Camerupt is an absolute monster. This is not a game I want to bring the Bulu to. Bigslim. Yeah, that's Bigslim. So he's hitting me up. I'm seeing the notifications on my phone. Let me see right here. It's gonna lead the Kangaskhan. Bring the Torkoal? I'm gonna bring the Mimikyu, Staraptor, bait the fake out into that, bring in my camera up. He can't take me out. Unless he's Scrafty. Should be really annoying. And the Snorlax? I think that's what I go for. I don't think the Mimikyu does anything here, though, so I don't think the Mimikyu is the play. Again, I think I'm going to have to run Ghost DMZ Mimikyu with Destiny Bond, because I'm finding that there's no Garchomps in this meta like, they're not as prevalent in this meta. The Intimidate from Salamances prevents me from OHKOing it with Let's Snuggle Forever. The availability to go for a Z Destiny Bond and then a Trick Room the following turn is has much more value. Not faster than a Landorus. What's the play right here? What's the play right here? I think the play is him faking out the Staraptor. I'm gonna taunt. If he goes for a Scrappy fake out into the Mimikyu and then like a Tectonic Rage into the Mimikyu, I won't even be mad. I'll just laugh. I literally will just laugh. Without the sunny day though, Eruptions won't be doing as much with the camera up. I think I might be inclined to go into my Snorlax right here. I don't have Will-O-Wisp on my Mimikyu, which is also annoying because the Snorlax could still get a lot of damage off into the Snorlax. Damn it. Mimikyu is just not the call. I think the Aromatisse was the call right here. I think I'm just going to take Mimikyu off this team again, just so that I can not bring the Mimikyu, or at least brings out into the Celesteela. Okay. Don't mind that at all. So I had the camera up right. Bringing in the camera up right there was. You've got to be kidding me. He's letting me Final Gambit him? See, this is these are the silly things that go on in Battle Spot. Like, that move makes no sense whatsoever. Letting me get off a Final Gambit into the Kangaskhan, which is one of the sweepers of his team. You can't anticipate that, because most of your Kangaskhan's want to run Inner Focus to get off another fake out from other opposing Kangaskhan's, and other fake out Pokemon that are faster than it, such as like Weavile and Lopunny, even though you shouldn't be leading Kangaskhan against Lopunny anyway. So I'm gonna bring in my Camerupt right there, and I'm gonna go for a Belly Drum. My opponent should go for a Lead Seed into the Snorlax as well as a Low Kick. But based on that first turn, I don't think he does. He's probably going to go for a Heavy Slam into the Mimikyu to make sure I don't get up Trick Room. So he's going to get off an Intimidate into my Snorlax, which is fine. I can actually use my Staraptor the following turn to get off an Intimidate into both of his physical type attackers. It still does a lot of damage to Camerupt. Life Orb Celesteela. Jesus Christ, what am I playing against? So this is why I need to get myself out of lower ladder. Scrappy fake out into the Mimikyu. You gotta be kidding me. Alright. So his play is the Earthquake and probably go for a Leaf Seed into the Snorlax, or an Earthquake / Tectonic Rage. Probably a double up into the Snorlax. So if he decides he wants to do that, I'm going to intimidate him. Earthquake won't affect my Staraptor, and he's probably going to do the double up into the Snorlax, in which case I'm going to go for a Recycle right here. But the Earthquake might not do enough damage in order for me to Recycle. So I'm actually... The Celesteela had Life Orb Chip on it, so I think I might be able to Final Gambit the Celesteela, and he can't switch anything in that would be immune to it. If he doesn't hit my Staraptor. He could also go for the Rock Slide Flinch, which would be just completely obnoxious. Because his play is to Earthquake, because it doesn't affect his Celesteela, and it was super effective against my Camerupt, which could threaten his Celesteela. And he has to go for the double up into the Snorlax, probably the Heavy Slam into the Snorlax. Yeah, he's not going for a Heavy Slam into the Camerupt. Yep. Wow, that does a critical hit. Like, can I not have RNG completely screw me over in this game? Now he's gonna bring in the Snorlax, the Kangaskhan right here. Now, what he could very well do is he can go for the Fake Out into the Snorlax, which would be the most logical play. But if he doesn't do that, then I'm going for... Do I even need to go for the Final Gambit? I could very well go for the Close Combat into the Kangaskhan, the Recycle, and then I'll be able to outspeed the Kangaskhan the following turn. I think this does at least half damage to the Kangaskhan, so yeah, I'm going to do that. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I have... one of the reasons why I have Close Combat. And I want to lock myself into Close Combat at least if he goes for the Fake Out into... Does he even have the Mega Ring yet? Because he's not Mega Evolving Kangaskhan. Wow, that does a lot more damage than I thought it would do. Based off of the Intimidate, I still don't think I'll be able to take out my Staraptor. There we go. Cool. And going for the Close Combat into the Kangaskhan, and not the Final Gambit, allows me to remain on the field with my Staraptor to take the Heavy Slam from the Celesteela so that my Kangaskhan doesn't get knocked out. Because I can go for the Close Combat into the Kangaskhan. Who does he have in the back that could potentially resist it? Dolomise, actually, and the Cresselia. I think he takes out the Kangaskhan to preserve it. So I'm going to go for... I have to go for a Close Combat, unfortunately. So I'm just going to go for the safe Close Combat right there, and then I'm going to go for a Recycle. If he knocks out my Staraptor for the Beast Boost with the Celesteela, he's getting extra Life Orb Chip. I get my free switch into either my Camerupt or my Mimikyu. He goes for a Sucker Punch into the Snorlax? Maybe a Misclick? Because he's outspeeding the Snorlax regardless. Probably wanting to get off a Sucker Punch into the Snorlax before it went down to a Close Combat. So it's actually pretty nice that I had gone for a Recycle, because if he'd gone for the Sucker Punch into the Snorlax, in which he did, he definitely was going for the Heavy Slam into the Attack Rise. So he's just chipping himself with... he has no recovery options unless he has Elite Seed. Now he's... With the Attack Rise, because he's at neutral now, because I had intimidated him, I still don't think the Heavy Slams are going to be doing too much to my Snorlax. Alright, so I'm going to bring in my Mimikyu right here. I still have the availability to go for the Z-move, outspeed the Celesteela as well. And then I can also bait him to go for a Heavy Slam into the Mimikyu and then switch it into my... Okay, so it's good that he has Torkoal in the back. Actually, it works out so good for me. Because what I do is I switch out right here, I absorb this Heavy Slam, and I go for the return into the Torkoal. I think the Torkoal protects right here, and then the Celesteela probably goes for like a Heavy Slam crit into the Snorlax. Because if he doesn't, there's really no reason to go for the Heavy Slam into the Mimikyu, because I could also choke and then go for the Trick Room on my part, and then set up his Torkoal, and I don't want to do that. So the Torkoal is going to go down right here. I absorb the attack from the Camerupt. He continuously is getting chipped. I'm going to Mega Evolve right here, gain a little extra bulk, and I'm going to go for the return into the Celesteela. Celesteela gets an attack off into the Snorlax, so he's getting more Life Orb Chip, and then I'm knocking him out with the return. So, good game to my opponent right there. Yeah, so of course he probably couldn't Mega Evolve the Kangaskhan, which would probably have made the game a little bit more different. Probably would have forced him not to go for the Scrappy Fake Out the first turn, but since he had that available to him and he couldn't Mega Evolve, he probably went for that play anyway, just for the hell of it. But since I'm a little short on time, I'm going to cut it off right here. I did have a pretty exciting first battle against Abdul. Completely whiffed that one, man. Like, good game, Abdul, but damn, did I really whiff that one. I could have won that one so easily. It's just, I beat myself up so much about how when I lose, like, if I get completely outplayed by my opponent, I'm like, man, that's, you know, I had no chance of winning that game. You know, good game. But when I lose to stupid mistakes and not paying attention and not utilizing all of my resources, that I really beat myself up over that because, again, reflecting back on that game that I was playing with Abdul in the first game, when it was just the Milotic, I called the Charizard X perfectly. Took the Charizard X out on a Dragon Dance. That, I couldn't have called that play more flawlessly than I had actually done. I knew the Milotic was going to protect from a final game, but it had to. But not knowing that I had the Aromatisse in the back, not switching the Aromatisse in onto the Staraptor slot to reset what I had locked myself into, have my Snorlax, what was it, the camera up to go down to a Scald in which the Milotic had actually done, and getting a free switch into my Staraptor, and I could have gone for a Brave Bird into the Milotic. Probably would have done at least half. I wouldn't have procced his Berry, and then he likely would have been able to knock my Staraptor out, but then I'm getting a Moonblast off into the Milotic, and then I have a potential to crit. So I could have played the game a lot better than I had actually done. Now thinking back on it, I probably didn't have a chance to win at the end there, but I could have definitely have played the game a bit better and utilized all my resources. Anyway, I can reflect on this all day. A good game, Adele. It's pretty cool when you run into your friends on Battle Spot when you're just like thinking you're gonna play random people. Like I've played against James Beck, Abdul. I've played against Aaron Zhang, my friend Jack the Battler, my friend Andrew Davis. So it's really cool when you can get when you run into your friends online on BattleSpot. Anyway, I'm going to cut this off right here. I hope you do enjoy these episodes that I've been coming out with. If you have any suggestions as to what teams that I can use in the future, you know, maybe even put one together for me so I don't have to do that because I'm practicing for Memphis at the moment. Put the team right down below, or you can even join the Discord in the description for our Mount Silver Discord, in which Abdul is in, Bigslim. And that'll be it for me. Signing out. Take care. Peace.